After knowing the rational number, let us move on to the second concept, that is irrational numbers. Irrational numbers means a number which cannot be expressed in the form of P by Q is called an irrational number. Examples: square root of 2, square root of 3, square root of 4. Square root of 4 is not an irrational number because square root of 4 means it has a fixed value, that is 2. So we cannot say square root of 4 as irrational number. It is a rational number because square root of 4 has two fixed value, that is plus 2 or minus 2. This plus or minus 2. So we cannot say root 4 or square root of 4 as irrational number, but root 5, then root 6, root 7, root 8 are irrational number, but root 9 is not irrational number. Again, root 9 is actually it is plus or minus 3, so it is also a rational number. So then we have cube root of 2, then we have fourth root of 7. These are all irrational number. Another interesting concept is the familiar number, that is pi. Pi is also an irrational number. Pi is also irrational number. Even though pi is expressed as 22 by 7, this is its nearest value. It is not an exact value. It is its nearest value. So we cannot take this pi as 22 by 7 actually, but we are considering the nearest or approximate value of pi as 22 by 7. So for our convenience only, we are considering pi as 22 by 7, but 22 by 7 is a rational number, but pi is a irrational number because its nearest or approximate value is 22 by 7. It's not exact value of pi. So pi is also irrational number. Another important thing is we can define irrational and rational number in another way. Before that, let us convert or conversion of numbers into decimal form or decimal expansion, decimal form. It is considered as decimal expansion, decimal okay. For example, take one example. Suppose 1 by 10 or 1 by 100, or let us take 2 by 1000 or 10,000 or 3 by like this. Here in denominator, all numbers are, the denominator means the numbers which are there in the bottom of the fraction, bottom place of the fraction, that is the lower portion of the fraction. So here 10, 100, 10,000 or 1 crore, these are all the multiples of 10. So we can convert the fraction into their decimal form easily, because here 1 by 10 means in denominator we have the number 10 which has 1 0. So we can write this as 0.1, because I'm writing this 1 here, and after that put one decimal point, one decimal place to point here. Yeah, I have to point here. So 0.1. Here in the second example, we have 1 by 100. So in denominator, we have 10 to the power of 2, or 2 zeros are there. So I have to write this as 0.01. In the third example, 2 by 10,000. 10,000 contains 4 zeros. So I must write this as 0.01 place, 0 second place, 0 third place, and 2. So that 4 zeros gives the places here, decimal places. Okay. In the fourth example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros are there in the denominator. So we have to put decimal point from the right side for the 7th place. So it is 0.0000000. How many zeros are here? Here we have 6 zeros and a number 3. So this is the decimal expansion of the fraction with the denominator as the number which are multiples of 10. It is easy. But when denominator have other than 0, other than 10, then it must be a little bit confusing, or little bit work have to be done to convert them into decimal form. For example, if we have 1 by 2, 1 by 2, here denominator is 2. So to convert this into its decimal expansion, I have to divide 1 with the denominator 2 or by 2. So 1 cannot be divided by 2. So I have to take 1 0 here, so that I must put 0 point here. Now 2 5s are 2 5s are 10. 2 5s are 10. So here the denominator is 0. Sorry, here the remainder is 0. So that it completes the division of 1 by 2. So it is 0.5. It is 0.5. Take another example. For example, it is 2 by 5. 2 by 5. I have to divide 2 by 5. 2 cannot be divided by 5. So I have to take 0 point. Take 1 0 here. So 5 4s are 20. 5 4s are 20. So remainder is 0 here. So it completes the division. So that means 2.2 by 5 can be written as 0.4. Take one more example. For example, it is 5 by 8. 5 by 8. So 5 divided by 8. So 5 cannot be divided by 8, so that we will take 1 0 here. Point 8 5s are 40. 8 5s are 40 and 8 6s are, sorry, here 8 6s are 8 6s are 48. So 8 6s are 48 means here the remainder is 2. So let us continue the division here. So I am taking another 0 here. Now 8 2s are 16. Now I have got 4. Take another 0. 8 5s are 40. So the remainder is 0. So this completes the division of 5 by 8, which will give 0.625. So this is the second type of fractions which can be converted into their decimal expansion. Here, after some steps, the division is over, so that the remainder becomes 0. So here, as we are getting the remainder 0, these are called decimal expansion. These decimal expansions are called, we are calling it as MS terminating. These are called terminating decimal expansion. Terminating. In the previous case, that is 1 by 10, 1 by 100, 2 by 1,000, 10,000, 3 by 1 crore. These are also converted into their decimal expansion. These are also called the terminating. These are also terminating because here also we are getting the 0 as remainder. So this one and these are terminating decimal expansion. Let us move on to another type of decimal expansion. For example, we have 1 by 3. 1 by 3. Here 1 should be divided by 3. 1 should be divided by the denominator 3. Okay, 1 cannot be divided by 3, so we have to take 1 0 here. So 0.33 is 9. 3 3 is 9. So that we will get again 1. Take another 0. 3 3 is 10. So again, sorry, 3 3 is it is not 10. It is 3 3 is how much? It is 9. 3 3 is 9. So it is 9. So when we subtract 9 from 10, we will get another 1 here. So it continues. It is continuing. So we are getting 0.3333 like this. 0.3333 and so on. So as the single number, that is 3, is repeating here or recurring several times, we are writing this as 0.3 bar. A number which is repeating or a group of number which are repeating in some time or in some cases, we have to put a bar over them. So this is 0.3 bar. But here the division is not completing. So when the division is not completing and the remainder is not 0, then it is called non-terminating. This is called non-terminating. So when the division is over with remainder 0, then it is called terminating. But here it is non-terminating. It is non-terminating. And as here number is repeating or recurring infinite time, we are calling it as non-terminating and non-recurring. Sorry, terminating and recurring, not non-recurring, it is recurring. Non-terminating and recurring. Recurring decimal expansions. So when the division is not completing and the numbers in the quotient is recurring or repeating, then it is called non-terminating and recurring decimal expansion of the number. See, 1 by 3, here we are getting 3 in several times in the decimal places, so we have to write it as 0.3 bar, and which shows that the 1 by 3 is a non-terminating and the recurring decimal expansion. Take one more example. For example, we have to take this 3 by 7. Okay, 3 by 7. So here we have to divide this 3 with 7. Okay, 0. 3 cannot be divided by 7, so we have to take 0 here. 3, 7 4s are, 7 4s are, it is 28. So 2 is remaining here. Take another 0. 7 2s are, 7 2s are 14. We are getting 6 here. Take another 0 here. 7 8s are, 7 8s are 56. We are getting 4 here. So 40. 7 5s are, it is 35. So we are getting 5 here. 0. 7 7s are, I'm continuing here, okay, 50. So 7 7s are 49. I'm getting 1 here. So it becomes 10 when we add 0 here. 7 1s are 7. Again I'm getting 3. I'm starting with 3 here. So here also I'm having the remainder 0. So that means we are getting again 4 2 8 5 7 1. Again we will get 4 2 8 5 7 1. So that this 3 by 7 is a fraction which is 0.428571. Again you will get 42857. Again you will get 42857, and so on. So that here a group of numbers, here group of numbers are repeating. So I have to write this as, or express this as 0.428571. This is the group of numbers which are recurring. So I have to put bar on this group, so that this shows 3 by 7 is also has a non-terminating and recurring decimal expansion. Here only one term is not repeating here. There the group of numbers, that is 42857, 42857, 42857, a group of number is repeating here. This is also an example for non-terminating and recurring decimal. So this is the second type. The first type is we are getting the terminating, that is the remainder is 0 there. But here we are getting the non-terminating and recurring decimal expansion. Then another type of numbers are there. For example, it is root 2. Root 2, this is irrational number. We know that root 2 is a irrational number. How to find this root 2? Okay, start with this. This is called division method of calculating the square root of the irrational number or non-perfect square number. So here I am getting the 2. So 1 ones are 1, subtract here 1 and add the previous number which is written here, that is 1. So that I will get 2 here. 2 minus 1 is 1. So it is not completing. Now put here a point and take 2 zeros. After decimal point, you have to take a group, two numbers at a time. So we have to put here 2 zeros. So it becomes 100, and I have to take point here also. Now 20, what number is writing here, I have to write that number here only. So it is 4. The number which is written here should be read on this place also. So this is 4. So 24 4 it is 96. So here add 4, the number which is lastly written here. So it is 28. Now subtract this, we will get 4. Again 0. Take 2 zeros. It may be 1. Because 282 means it will be 562 or 564. But here it is 400 only. So I have to take 1. So it is 281. I will get plus 1 here because it is a number which is written lastly here. And subtract this. So we will get 119. Here I have got a 282. It goes on. It is not completing. And the numbers in the quotient is also not repeating. So 1.41 dash dash dash. So here the decimal expansion is, of course, non-terminating. These are the decimal expansion which is non-terminating. These are the numbers which are non-terminating, and at the same time they are non-recurring also, and non-recurring. In the previous case, these are the numbers which are non-terminating and recurring. But here, these cases are non-terminating and non-recurring. So this is the third type of decimal expansion. The first type of decimal expansion is the terminating. That means the remainder becomes 0. The second type of decimal expansion is non-terminating and recurring. That means the division is not completed, but the decimal part of the quotient is repeating or recurring. In the third type of decimal expansion, the division is not over and the decimal part of the quotient is non-recurring. There is no repetition in the decimal part. So this is the third type. The first two types combinedly, we are calling them as rational number. It gives the actual definition of rational number. And the third one gives the definition of irrational number. So rational number can be defined in another way. We know that rational numbers are those numbers which can be expressed in the form of P by Q. This is the second definition, or the later. This is the another way of defining a rational number. It is a number. It is a number which has terminating or non-terminating and recurring decimal expansion. So these are called rational numbers. And irrational numbers are also defined in another way. We know irrational numbers are those numbers which cannot be expressed in the form of P by Q. But we can define irrational number in another way. It is a number. It is a number which has non-terminating and non-recurring. Recurring means repeating. Non-recurring decimal expansion. Almost all non-perfect square numbers, square root, and non-perfect cube numbers cube root, like that, they are all considered as rational numbers. Rational numbers are those which are in the form of P by Q. But pi is an exceptional case, because pi is considered as 22/7 for our convenience only. It is not exact value of pi. So pi is an irrational number. It is not rational number. Even though it is in P by Q form, that is 22/7 is actually in P by Q number. Actually 22/7 is a rational number, but 22/7 is a nearest or approximate value of pi only. It is not exact value, but pi should be taken in the set of irrational number, not in rational numbers.